Okay, so welcome to today's Akashic Wednesday Wisdom Journey, or whenever you're watching this, it's all perfect. And this is your monthly practice, or if you dive into my YouTube channel, then you can practice as much as you want. But this is where I go and take you into your Akashic Records. And this is really to support you with your connection to the Akashic Records, to do some healing, get wisdom, get insight, get guidance. And this week we are going to be looking at forgiveness. And so I really wanted to do a special practice just focusing on forgiveness, because let's be honest, forgiveness is something that we probably need to do more of if we want to heal deep emotional wounds, if we want to release pain from our body, physical body, if we want to start to see shifts in our external reality. Then self-love and forgiveness and acceptance and surrender and all of that is all part of probably what we need to do more if we actually want to see some really good shifts. And so that's what we're going to do today. It's really about activating forgiveness in the Akashic Records. So really taking you on a journey today. So before we started, I have included forgiveness as a card in my new Akashic Oracle deck. If you haven't seen this, then these are on their way to me, and I'm going to be starting to post these out. They're a brand new deck of cards. They're 49 Oracle cards, all connected with the Akashic Records. And there's 7 chambers and there's 7 cards in each chamber. So we've, of course, got one about forgiveness. Now, this is part of the first chamber, which is all about love. And so forgiveness, of course, self-love, love of others, forgiveness is part of that. And you can see that this female is stepping forward with the shackles broken. We've got these beautiful birds. There's a real sense of freedom, because when we do step into offering forgiveness for ourselves or offering forgiveness to others, whether they've requested it or not, but we're just in a position to forgive, then we break ourselves out of the confines that we place ourselves, which can be negative energies, it can be stories, the energy of wanting to be right. We can really hold on to grudges, and that kind of, I'm not going to say heavy energy. It is a heavy energy, but it's not a bad or a wrong energy, because it's a choice that we're making. But we can keep ourselves really stuck in that perpetual cycle and that moment in time, because we are choosing not to let it go. We're choosing not to forgive, and we don't have to forgive the other person, but forgiving ourselves in terms of really wanting to hold on to it tightly and keeping us in that confined, in that stuck state. It is like a moment of time that we are just keeping ourselves in. And so today I wanted to kind of help you to step forward without the shackles, to have that sense of freedom and to be able to let go. Now, with this particular card, I am going to actually read from the book, because these have been channeled by my guides. So, it's wisdom I want to share. So release the past. This is the overview. Release the past to let go. Forgiveness breaks the pattern. We want to break these patterns so we can move forward. You have chosen this card today as you're ready to forgive and let go. Of course, that's why you're showing up. Forgiveness is a key aspect of your soul's evolution and growth, and you cannot move forward fully without it. A lack of willingness to address this will keep you stuck in karmic cycles that could continue for many more lifetimes. Experience a new freedom for your soul may require you to reflect on circumstances that are so painful you cannot possibly forgive those who are involved. And that's perfect. But remember, all that is needed is your acknowledgement. The alignment comes from your ability to forgive yourself for hanging on to the pain for so long. To lovingly release it. The moment you truly forgive yourself, you will feel a lightness like no other. And the Akashic alignment, because I've included a mantra recoding for you. I release myself from past hurts in order to move forward. So this is what we're going to be doing today. It's forgiveness. Now, I wanted to just also share with you, because I feel it's an important thing for me to connect in with. So forgiveness, what is it? Let's just do a little bit of a thing here. Psychologist, oh my gosh, psychologists, oh my gosh, psychologists, I can't say that. Oh my God, there's a word that I can't say. Generally define forgiveness as a conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment or vengeance towards a person or group who has harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness. No, I still can't get it. Through the act of forgiveness, we can promote feelings of understanding, empathy, and compassion for the one who hurt you. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing the harm done to you or making up with the person who caused the harm. Forgiveness brings a kind of peace that helps you get on with your life. That's what forgiveness does. How does it benefit you? Embracing forgiveness and understanding. Forgiveness doesn't necessarily come easy, and it can be a process that you address in layers. Be open and patient as you release, realign, and allow the healing to occur. So come back to this particular meditation if you want to do it in layers. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to create this, because there's a real need for it. I think certainly with my clients, I want to be able to give them a prescription of some kind from my Akashic library to support them. Studies have shown that forgiving others produces a strong psychological benefit, I said that one, for the one who forgives. So psychological benefit. It has been shown to decrease depression, anxiety, unhealthy anger, and the symptoms of PTSD. So we've got to get on with this. We've got to get in and forgive. Now, if there's nothing that you can consciously think that I need to forgive myself for, do this anyway, because you're going to be releasing unconscious and subconscious things that you're not aware of, that you'll get a level of healing. But what it also can do is start to bring these things to the surface, so you get consciousness of them. And it's kind of like, oh, okay, I didn't even realize I need to forgive. Now, I've just had this, I've nearly been clean from a psychological addiction to alcohol for 6 years in June. It is only last Friday that I realized I had not even forgiven myself for not necessarily being the addict, because that was part of my personality, and I'm still an addict in a way, but you know, there's always something that I'll get really into where it can be at times unhealthy, which is the definition of an addict, where it takes control. But I hadn't forgiven myself for not reaching out and asking for support, for ignoring that part of me that wanted the help. I've not forgiven myself for the choice of ignoring that and being fearful of asking for help. So that was only last Friday, you know what I mean? And I've done lots of healing, but I kind of realized I've not even forgiven myself for that part of my journey. And it's just like, oh, okay, right, I better get on with that then. So just know that these things can come up at any time, and you've not even realized that actually you need to forgive yourself for that thing. But then when you really start to reflect on it, it's kind of like, oh yeah, okay, there is part of me that actually that would be nice to forgive myself, because I was ignoring an element of myself. So that, you know, I'm giving you this story so that you can maybe resonate with that in some shape or form, and also know that these things can come up at any time. So as we know with all of this, it's not just one and done. It is layer after layer. But what you're getting with this practice and using your Akashic Records is you're getting a way to be able to do this in a really beautiful, safe space. And that's what I offer today. Okay, so if you are watching in the group, I apologize for not kind of looking at any comments or anything. I can't see them. I will come back to you later. Okay, if you have got any comments or anything, then please do pop them in the comments below. Anything to share. Okay, so without further ado, let's get ready to go into the Akashic Records. We'll ground, we'll connect in with Divine Source. I'll bring in the usual team, and we'll go into this healing temple of forgiveness. Just see where we go. Now, if you have got something that you want to forgive that is very conscious, very aware of, bring it to your forefront of your mind now. In fact, bring it into your heart. Just hold it in the space there, and it might be an image, could be a person's name, might be just you, you know. And you just need to forgive yourself. And if you've not got anything, then you're still going to receive some healing. And we'll focus on yourself. But for some of you, you might have family members, you might have ex-partners, you might have some friends, maybe where, you know, it's been a bit difficult, a bit challenging, holding on to grudges, holding on to regrets, holding on to disappointments, whatever it might be. We just allow this, you know, to forgive yourself. You don't need to hold on to it. Just let it go. And this is what we're going to do. So I want you to place your palms of your hands, place them face upwards. And then I want you to start to relax. So just gently close your eyes. And then take a big deep breath in for me. And as you take that big deep breath in, we're going to call back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. And just imagine you're breathing in golden light deep into the chest. And on the out breath, I want you to just relax and just release anything that's not yours. Anything that's not supporting you, with the people's fears, opinions, beliefs. Just allow that to be returned back to the earth. And Mother Earth is going to gladly recycle anything that we release to her today. And again, take another big deep breath in, calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events, breathing in that golden light deep into the chest. And then on the out breath, again, just relaxing the shoulders now. Just allowing all of the tension, the anxieties, the worries, just to melt away from the shoulders, away from the neck, away from the forehead, the jaw. And then again, take another big deep breath in. Breathing back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. And then on the out breath again, just relaxing. Allowing the palms of the hands just to start to feel heavy against the tops of the thighs, feeling the connection, feeling your sitting bones against the chair, your back being supported, your feet connected to the floor. Bring your awareness to the body. You start to drop more and more out of the head, and bring your awareness back to the physical, back to the present, back to the now. And continue that deep cycle of breath in, breathing in the golden light. And on the out breath, continuing to release negativity, anything that's not serving or supporting you. We'll continue to release back to the earth. And as you continue that cycle of breath, your body will become more and more relaxed. Start to bring your awareness to your feet. And I want you to imagine thick, strong roots coming from the soles of your feet. And I want you to push those roots into the earth, going into the soil and moving quite quickly down through all of the different levels and layers of the earth. Going faster and faster, deeper and deeper, down towards the heart of Mother Earth, who is represented by a beautiful, glistening crystal. Just notice, sense, feel, imagine just what kind of crystal the heart of Mother Earth presents to you today. And you may just know the colour, and that's perfect. And then wrap your roots around that crystal. As you start to wrap your roots around the crystal, you start to connect with the heart of Mother Earth. And you may feel that a heart connection in your own heart chakra, in your chest. There may be just like a switch, something that's just shifting as your roots wrap tighter and tighter around that crystal. And then start to absorb that energy. The energy transfers from the crystal, the colour, and your roots start to absorb the energy back up into the soil through all of the different levels and layers, going higher and higher. And as this energy moves quite quickly up through the earth, you notice that you are becoming even more grounded, more connected, more earthed. The energy moves through the Earth Star Chakra, which is about 2 meters below your feet. Just connecting there with the ancestral records, opening that aspect of you, your energy points, just to ensure that you are fully grounded, fully connected, and that the ancestral records are opened so that if there is any forgiveness, any healing that needs to be given and received by your ancestors, that can flow into that aspect easily and effortlessly. Continue to bring that colour now into your feet. Noticing the colour rise up the legs, up to the knees, up to the thighs. Taking the energy now through the root chakra at the base of the spine. Allowing that to open, become balanced. Take the energy through the sex organs, through the sacral chakra, and then higher now through the navel chakra, below the belly button. Take the energy through the solar plexus above the belly button and bring the energy up to your heart space. Take a deep breath in for me. And on the out breath, allow your heart space to open. For the energy from the heart of Mother Earth to work its way through the petals of this chakra, activating your ability to forgive, to love, to have compassion and understanding. Allow your heart chakra to swell with that energy, with the divine unconditional love from heart of Mother Earth as her gift to you. Feel that love. Now bring the energy up to the shoulders and allow it to fall down into the arms, into the palm chakras. And the palm chakras get activated and that beautiful crystalline energy shines through the palm chakras and it will start to cleanse and clear the room all around you. Bring your awareness up to the throat, taking the energy through the throat chakra, up to the altar major at the top of the neck. Just cleansing and clearing and unplugging anything that doesn't support you there. Now bring your awareness up to the third eye, the point between the eyebrows, and we're just going to activate this point. So perhaps start to feel a pressure, like somebody's pressing very lightly on the forehead. We just want to activate that point and just wake it up. This is just going to support your intuitive gifts and your language, how you connect in with the Akashic Records. We all have different ways of doing this, and we're just waking those aspects up. Now bring the awareness and the energy into the ears, through the ear chakras, so that you can hear the guidance more clearly. Bring the energy into the middle of the head through the pineal and pituitary glands. And allow it now to rise up to the crown chakra, to the top of the head. And your crown chakra opens. And that beautiful colour bursts through the top of the head, connecting with the etheric chakras above your head and at the back, connecting in with the soul star chakra, the universal chakra, which is higher again above your head, and the stellar gateway, which is about 2 meters above. activating the causal chakra at the back of the head, about 3 to 4 inches away from the skull. And then the energy continues to expand all around you, meeting that energy that's also come from the palms. That color expands, moves into your auric field, moves into the skin. And so you start to fill with this crystalline energy in all aspects of your multidimensional being, feeling very grounded, feeling very present, feeling earthed. So at this point, we're now going to ask your spiritual support team to step into the space with you. Beings of 100% pure love and light only will now start to step in. And these could be angels, ascended masters, goddesses, gods, elemental energies, family guides, ancestors. We welcome you into this space. Please step closer to every individual person that is taking part in this journey today. Make yourself known. So you may start to feel a temperature change, shift of energy, perhaps just feeling more calm. And if you don't feel anything at all, just know it's perfect. Your guides are here to hold the space for you, to facilitate your connection to the Akashic Records. Now we're going to ask for your ego to step out of the body. And your ego, represented either by a person or an energy, a colour, does this with a smile upon their face because they know that they'll be back soon enough. Your ego starts to head towards the door of the room that you're in, steps out of the room and gently shuts the door behind them. So now you know that all wisdom, insights, guidance will be coming from your guides and not your subconscious mind. Now we're going to bring in the 6 archangels to complete this space. So Archangel Michael, please step in behind us. Archangel Gabriel to our left, Archangel Raphael to our right. Archangel Uriel, please take a space in front of us. Archangel Sandalphon, please take a space below our feet, ensuring we are connected in with the crystalline grid of the earth. And Archangel Metatron, please bring down a golden cord of divine source energy. And can you take it, please, through our solar junction chakra, which is far in the sky? Just activating that chakra and our connection to divine source. Archangel Metatron brings that golden thread through the roof of your home, through the ceiling, and then gently places it your top etheric chakra, your stellar gateway. And that golden thread now works its way like magic down through the etheric chakras, connecting with each one. And then it gently touches the top of the head, and that golden light floods down through into the body, down into the crown, down through the head, down through the throat, into the chest, into the stomach, the womb, down into the legs, down into the feet. All of your body is being filled with golden light. And just notice how quiet, how peaceful you feel, how calm you feel now. Archangel Metatron completes that divine angelic sphere of light. And we are now ready to step into the Akashic Records. So start to bring your awareness to the purple portal of light. Imagine, sense, feel, or just know it's there at the third eye. And that purple portal of light starts to get bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger. And it gets so big that you step through the purple portal of light. And you find yourself in your corridor. This is the corridor that leads you to your Akashic Records. And as we walk down this corridor, I'm going to amplify your senses further so that you can really experience your Akashic Records in the most elevated way possible. So as you walk down this corridor, just notice the footsteps, hear the footsteps, imagine what they sound like. Noticing the texture of the floor as you walk. Perhaps you have shoes on, perhaps you're barefooted. Just notice that. As you walk down the corridor, visualize what it looks like. And does it have pictures, windows, curtains, candlelight, mirrors perhaps? And as you visualize your corridor, place your hands and your fingertips on the walls, sensing the texture beneath them, noticing whether it feels cold or warm, smooth or rough. Continue to walk down towards the large door at the end of the corridor. Again, just noticing if there's any smells that you can notice. Dusty old books, perhaps the scent of candles or flowers. Maybe the scent of wood polish. Once you get to the door, I want you to look at the door and look for your details, your full name, date of birth, place of birth. Once you sense, feel or know that they're there, place your hand upon the door handle and open the door of your Akashic Records. I want you to step through into your cosmic library. Take a few more steps forward and the door will shut behind you. Just take a few moments to acclimatize yourself with the surroundings that you're in. Just noticing what your library looks like today. Filled perhaps with thousands of books. Perhaps many levels and layers of your library. Or maybe it's quite modest, small, with just a few books available. Either way, your cosmic library is perfect. You are surrounded by all of this knowledge and this wisdom, this soul mastery. Just notice how comfortable you feel. Once you've started to really acclimatize and get your bearings, I want you to start to head towards the long, large table in the middle of your library. On that table, you will find your present lifetime book. Pull the book towards you, just perhaps noticing what's already been recorded from today. Maybe noticing how the book looks, how it feels, and if there is any noticeable markings upon it. As you connect with your present lifetime book, you'll notice that there are some guides, your Akashic record keepers now stepping in beside you. When you're ready, I want you to face your guides. Your guides are smiling and are delighted that you have taken the time again to connect with your Akashic records today. And know the importance of the work that we're going to be doing and what effects, what positive effects that it can have on our well-being, but also our reality. If there are any new guides there, say hello and welcome them all in any way that feels appropriate for you. Your guides now start to lead you to a large, grand door at the bottom of your Akashic records. This door feels important. There's large pillars either side, perhaps made of marble. You can't quite work it out. There's an iridescent glow that comes from this stone. And then you realize this is a beautiful crystal pillar that you're looking at. And it's pulsating ever so slightly with a beautiful, gentle glow. The colour of this crystal is a very pale pink. And you realise that this is rose quartz. And you're going to be stepping into the energy of rose quartz to receive whatever healing that particular crystal can share with you. In the doorway, your guides invite you to step through those pillars. Following your guides, you take the first tentative steps and step through into a beautiful pink healing temple. There are pillars all around you, and it has a very Greek feeling to it. You notice that there's crystal all beneath your feet, crystal all above your head. And it continues to glow very gently. It's pink, beautiful, iridescent light that's all around you. This part of your Akashic Records is purposely set up to step into at any time that you need to activate a healing of forgiveness, whether that be for yourself or for others. Your guides invite you forward to step onto a large disc upon the floor. This is a golden disc. And on the words it says, on the floor of the disc, on the words it says, is surrender. Your guides ask you, are you willing to surrender in this moment? Give your answer now. And with that, you can step forward onto this golden disc. And the words of surrender lights up beneath your feet. And your guides now ask you, who do you wish to forgive? And you can tell your guides or bring it into your mind, and whether that be yourself or another person or a situation, circumstances, that will start to appear there before you. So just notice, and this may be a surprise, maybe not what you expected. Notice if there's anybody now stepping in front of you. And that could be yourself, it could be others. And we're now going to speak to the subconscious and unconscious part of you. The parts of you from other lifetimes that also wish to forgive, that are ready to forgive. This wisdom is held in the Akashic Records. It's held within your cellular memory of your DNA. And we now ask for them to step into the light, into this temple. So you may start to see other figures, versions of you, other figures that are perhaps you are ready to forgive that you're not aware of. Just notice what and who are now stepping in front of you into the temple with you. You are safely standing upon your golden disc of surrender. None of these beings, none of these representations can step over that circle. You have space around you. So just notice how many individuals have stepped into the space with you. And you may be given a figure now. And you don't need to know who these souls are. Just know that on some level, you are ready to let go. So once all of these souls, circumstances, whatever it might be, have stepped into this healing temple, the glow of this pink crystal starts to intensify and get brighter and brighter. And as it gets brighter and that colour more intense, that pink, your whole multidimensional being, all of those versions of you from different lifetimes, all of the souls that you've brought into this healing temple that you are ready to forgive, start to receive this pink, loving, healing light. Remember to surrender yourself completely. Allow your body to relax. It may have tensed up. Relax it. Surrender to this healing. Allow yourself to become soft in the body. Open up your heart. And everybody receives this pink glow, this healing light. As the light intensifies and gets brighter, more intense in colour, but this light is filled with forgiveness codes. And you can start to hear the words gently running through the temple as this healing is going on. I forgive myself. I forgive you. I forgive myself. I forgive you. I forgive myself. I forgive you. Just allow those words to reverberate around the temple. And allow them to imprint themselves into your heart so that you can take this forgiveness, those words, those sentiments, that intention, as you release, surrender, and let go. I forgive myself. I forgive you. I forgive myself. I forgive you. I am ready to release, forgive, and let go. Through forgiveness, I heal every aspect of my soul. I forgive me. I forgive you. And just notice that those souls, those aspects of you, as the healing has been completed, will start to dissolve, start to disappear, until eventually you find yourself on your own in the temple, continuing to receive through every aspect of your being that beautiful, intense, divine, unconditional, loving, healing light. I forgive me. I forgive you. I am releasing the past, surrendering and letting go. The intensity of that pink crystal energy amplifies just a little bit more as you receive a final blast of unconditional love and healing, as you fully surrender, release, and let go. Just notice how you feel, how much love that is being showered upon you. Just notice how much love you have for yourself, how much lighter you feel because you've let those grudges, those needs to be right, all of the other things that perhaps you're not even aware of, you've released them. And then that light starts to dim. And your guides ask you now to step off that golden disc of surrender. And in your guides' hands, they drop into your own hand a beautiful rose quartz crystal. This has been specially activated with the healing temple energy of forgiveness, of surrender. So whenever you connect with your own quartz crystal, rose quartz crystal, just know that it's tapped into and connected in with this healing. It's been elevated, amplified, so that whenever you feel that you need to do any forgiveness work, pick up that crystal and you'll have a direct connection with your Akashic Records and with this healing temple. Your guides now say it's time to leave this healing temple. Start to follow your guides back to the pillared doorway. And then when you're ready, step back into your cosmic library. And that pillared doorway disappears. Head back towards the long, large table with your present lifetime book. And as a reminder of your ability to surrender and forgive, to let go, push the rose quartz crystal into your present lifetime book on the blank page that appears before you. Just push that rose quartz into the page. And you'll notice the words starting to appear around it. I forgive me. I forgive you. I am ready to release. I am ready to let go. And both of these are symbols of success, anchors that will help you. Again, anytime that you need, desire, or feel that you want to forgive, these success anchors will help you connect to this energy, to this healing temple, so that you can activate whatever you need to let go of. Your guides are smiling and tell you it's now time to leave the Akashic Records. But before you do, your guides have some words of wisdom. Perhaps suggestions on your next steps, or maybe what you need to look at a little bit deeper. Your guides step forward to whisper in your ear. Listen to that message now. And once you have that message, in whatever way it was given to you, give your guides a big hug, and then start to head back towards the door of your Akashic Records. When you're ready, take one more look around, and then open the door, step into the corridor, and allow the door to shut behind you. And out loud or in your mind, I want you to say, I now close my Akashic Records. Start to head towards the purple portalway at the end of your corridor. Step through that purple portalway and find yourself back in the room that you're in. When you're ready, start to open your eyes, have a stretch, start to rub your thighs so that we are grounding that healing, grounding those messages, whatever wisdom that was given to you, just grounding it into the body. And we're just bringing ourselves back into the body. So I'm just connecting there. And then drink a large glass of water. If you have one to hand, and if you don't, then please do get one. And make sure you drink lots of water over the next 24 hours, because you're going to continue to receive that healing. That healing will continue to integrate through the body. And so the water facilitates you flushing out your system and releasing those energies as well. So if you feel like you need to go and journal, write things down, just notice what came up, perhaps what specifically came up in the temple in terms of what souls maybe stepped in, versions of you, different souls that were ready to, let go of and heal, not heal, but forgive. Write that down. Anything else that was maybe a little bit odd or bizarre, start to keep an Akashic record journal, because it's really interesting to see the stories that come up, the things that you do in your Akashic records. And once we start to have this journal, you can start to see your progress. You can start to see what you're activating, what you're releasing, what is coming up for you. And this is really good for the ego, because the egos then can see that there's actually progress, that there is, there's movement forward. And so it's more inclined to be on board when you say, oh, I'd really like to go and do an Akashic record practice. And rather than your ego saying, no, but we haven't got time for that, we need to do this, this, and this. The ego is kind of more like, okay, yeah, let's go and see what else we can activate and heal and get a quantum leap forward, because that's what we're doing with quantum leaping when we use the Akashic records. So let me know if you've got comments. I'm going to come back to them in a minute. If you've got comments, if you're watching on YouTube, then I'd love your feedback, just so I understand what's going on for you, and if I can share any wisdom around what you're also experiencing in there. And yeah, let me know how you got on. And if obviously if you want to check out any other meditations, then there's another 61 for you to work your way through. So there's plenty on there that deal with all sorts of topics and themes and different things. So dive into there. And if you would like to also purchase my Akashic Oracle deck, then they're still on pre-sale. And there's, as I say, 49 cards. They're very high vibrational, lots of keys in here because it's all about unlocking your past to step into your future. So there is a link for that. They're on pre-sale at £44, and you will get those as soon as I get them. Once I've had them delivered, then I will start to post them out. And it also comes with a bonus masterclass at the end of April, and also it will also come with, if I've got any left, depending on when you're watching this, it will may come with a key that you can turn into a pendulum as well to work with the cards. So love and blessings, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will speak to you very soon.